It's Nendoroid time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today I'm going to have a look at the Nendoroid Meta Knight from the Kirby series. Now, I don't really collect Nendoroids, and I'm not a huge Kirby fan, but I did get the Kirby Nendoroid way back in the day. Well, back in the day, maybe like a year ago, a couple of months ago, whenever it came out. I think it was January 2017, something like that. I was a big fan of that one. Ever since, I've been looking at Meta Knight, and I didn't play a lot of Kirby, and the only reason I really got this guy is because when I played Smash Brawl, this was the only character I played, because he was cheap as hell, but also fun. So let's go. This is one angry looking purple ball, let me tell you, but also badass. I mean, I like the design of Meta Knight. It's kind of funny. I mean, like I'm saying, it's just a purple ball with the feet and everything, but you have this nice mask going on and the cape and whatnot. But first of all, I want to have a look at the size before I even go even deeper into the figure itself. He stands at about 6 centimeters to, well, the top of his ball, of his body. If you want to count the top of the cape, that's about 7 centimeters. So it is about 2.5, a little under 2.5, a little over 2.5, depending on where you're looking at the head or the cape. Well, hat. He is hat. He's 90% hat. And he has the magnets. I'm just gonna spill the beans. That was the thing I really hoped for, because with the Kirby, you have the same thing. You have magnets in his body parts, so you can move that all across his body. You don't need any stupid hinges or ball joints that just make the character look bad. No, you have magnets, and that's perfect. As far as detail goes, we have a nice metallic paint job in his Knight mask. We have a clear black and yellow for his eyes. The visor thingy, once again, the feet are also nice and shiny metallic. The body is a simple flat purple, and you got the Meta Knight symbol. And the shoulder pads, those are also not really metallic, which is kind of weird. I would have liked the shoes and the shoulder pads to have the same color. It looks good overall. It doesn't really, I don't really mind it that much. I just would have preferred it like that. You got a kind of unclean paint job on the fist armor over here. And then we get to the cape. You got a nice golden line. Once again, it's not super clean. It's okay. It is nicely molded. It does look cool. And he does come with a couple of accessories, and that's really the important part of these Nendoroids. Really quite a bit to work with here. I'm just gonna start off with the wings. They're on ball joints, and you basically just take his cape off, and the peg holes over there, you put the wings in, and you can have your flying Meta Knight. I'll put that on later. For your final display, then we have 2 more faces, I'd say. Well, eyes. Looking to the side, just looking to the left, or looking to the slightly looking to the right. You got one hand for your sword, only this one. So you only have for his right hand, you got the sword. It actually has a hole in there, so you can pack that in. Let me look at the sword. You have a very nice metallic golden paint job, really makes it pop with the red gem in there. And you have an energy effect for that. Also a little bit see-through, so I like that. And you just slide it in over here, and it actually stays on very nicely. When I saw that, I thought, wow, that's flimsy and it's not gonna stay on, but it does. It does do an okay job. And then there's a couple of bases, which I didn't really get at the beginning, and then we had a look at the handy-dandy instructions. So you got your regular base for your Meta Knight and 2 different arms to hold the Meta Knight. You got this curved one, you just pack one end in the base, the other end in his back. And you got this shorter one. And then you got these 2. I thought this was just a different base if you don't want the big one, but turns out this is supposed to go with this one. What does this one do? It just packs into the base, and it has nothing at the end over here. You just have this ball. As far as I can tell on the instructions over here, it's just to hold the energy effects in place, which I find stupid, but hey, there you go. Have more bases to hold the energy effect in place. That's just one of the weirdest things ever. Why not have something to just really connect to the energy effect? This is just holding it. So yeah, I don't really know. So that's that. So yeah, usually we look at the articulation before the accessories, but with this guy, the articulation is wherever the hell you want, because it's on magnets. The only thing I need to address is that the fists are just on regular swivels. They don't even have ball. It seems like there's a ball in there, but obviously don't have any room to move it up and down, so it just swivels around. And for the rest of it, of course, magnets all around. for your Meta Knight. You can do whatever the hell you want with that, so that's cool. Now let's end this review. I'm just gonna put everything together, put them in a nice pose, and give you the final thoughts in just a second. And there we got everything in place. Couple of things to note. I will really tighten the screws on your base because it is heavy and it keeps falling over. They don't really support it that much. But you have, like I'm saying, the screws over here, just tighten that a little bit. Not too much. You don't want to break your base, guys. And as far as articulation, also you have the wings. I mean, I showed you earlier that they are on ball hinges, so you can move that up and down and all the way around on the packs. And upon further review, you are able to move the fist up and down just so ever slightly, because as I said, it is on a ball hinge. You know, the pack goes into here and one goes into the fist, so it moves up and down, but you don't have a lot of range for it. But if you pull it out, you could probably do a little bit more, but then it would look weird. So there you got that. That's all the details, all the nitty-gritty, everything I figured out. And there he falls again. So let me end it before he falls off and I break something. He actually went right off the base, so there you got that. So final thoughts of this guy. The looks perfect. I love the magnets, just like with the Kirby review. This is the best way to do a figure like that. You don't want to have all the weird joints. It would just make it look bad. So, I mean, 100% recommended. This Meta Knight is the best. I don't know what you could do any better, like, seriously. If you would add more articulation, make it look more weird, and, yeah, no, I like this. The only thing I could say is there's a little bit of a problem, a little bit of unclean paint in his fist, but for the rest of it, paint looks good, more looks good, articulation is just as it should be. So there you go, once again recommended, and that's gonna do it, guys, as usual. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Meta Knight wants.